in
You
the
watched
fucking
the whole
face.
game too?
Yeah, they was up. They was up. Man, like,
I thought it for sure was coming back to the crib.
man. But hey, man, we had to give the people what they wanted, man. I got the guy B Smooth back in the
man.
in the building, and
It's
like
been a while too.
when I say cut talk, this guy, come on, if you know, you
I'm
know.
an OG, man.
If you know, you know. I'm gonna say
an
that.
OG.
If you know, you know. Still trying to, we'll get into that later. But in
Yeah.
terms of today, first of all, before we even get into the BS, man, how you doing? How your people doing, man?
Man, everything good, man.
Yeah.
God is good, man. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It feel good to be down here, like the old days.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting a cut, cut is like therapy, man.
Yeah.
A cut is
Yeah.
definitely like therapy. So why not come down here, chop it up with my guy, get a fresh cut as always, and let's talk about the good stuff.
Yeah, man. And happy birthday, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate it, man. 34 years young. Feel
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
On your Ray Allen, man.
yeah,
Ray
man,
Allen
on my
year,
Ray
bro.
Ray, on my Giannis. It's my Giannis
Yeah,
year, so
yeah.
you know what I
There we
mean?
go.
Definitely feel good, man.
Man, festivities was good over the weekend.
Oh man, festivities
It
was
sound
great.
like y'all was turning up,
Yeah,
man.
man, festivities was great, man.
Yeah.
We all had a good time, bro.
Good, good.
Thank you for those who came out. Thank you for those who reached out to me too, as well. So I appreciate everybody, definitely.
Jail's good. Big
Yeah,
L
man,
good.
Big L
Everybody.
good, Jail's good, everybody good, man.
Good,
We
good.
can't complain, you know.
Moms and pops good.
Oh man, you already know they gonna hold it down. So
Yeah.
you know they good.
Yeah.
You know, Pops been taking some L's at the
Yeah.
at the Pato, so I don't know how he really too much doing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
shout outs to Pop though. You
Yeah,
know what I
man.
mean? He's
Shout
still
out to
good.
Dad,
He
man.
good health.
Yeah.
So that I think that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Because it's my guy, man. Wavy, classic, high taper.
Absolutely.
I gotta pull out the OGs one time, man. Gotta pull out. It's only right.
Shit, why
man.
not?
OGs for
Shout
the
why
OGs.
not? OGs for the OGs. That's what
But
we
man,
do. Absolutely.
now that we got the pleasantries out the way, we're gonna get to the elephant in the room, man. The elephant that ain't in the room no more, that ain't playing no more. We're gonna get to our guys, man. End up losing by 1 point to the Indiana Pacers in game 5, man. Up the whole game, then was down, then got the lead back, then ended up losing by 1 point in overtime, man. So
Right.
just, bro, wherever you want to start, man, I'm gonna follow, dog.
Man, listen, bro. Damn, it's so many places I could start
man.
with that, bro.
Yeah.
First off, obviously, heartbreaking loss.
Yeah.
You know, we can't really put into words how heartbreaking it was. But
Yeah.
you know how I've grown accustomed over the years with Wisconsin sports, bro, just to have tough skin, bro, because we got something going on, bro, that's just not going our way, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
at this point, I'm accustomed to heartbreak, bro. So,
Yeah.
but you know, this game in particular, obviously we was up 20 points. You know, we was pretty much up the whole game. You know, up until the late third, I think,
Yeah.
early fourth. First of all, they played hard, bro.
Yeah, they
you know
did.
what I'm saying?
They did,
so
for
that,
sure, for
that
sure.
was another reason
For
why I
sure.
wasn't too heartbroken about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was kind of like a playing with house money type of game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, if they won, they won. If they lost, they lost. It is what it is. Dame out. We're not really gonna go too far.
You think he's gonna be out the whole year next year, or?
It depends on what, you know, it depends on him. It
Yeah.
depends on him. You know, obviously we've seen some people come back from it earlier than what they supposed to, and then obviously there's some players that need a little bit more time.
Yeah.
You know, I know KD needed a little bit more time with his. I know
Yeah,
Clay
he wasn't
was
even trying to play with his. He stayed
Clay was
the
out
whole
like
year.
I know Clay was out for like 2 years.
Yeah.
With his, so it kind of depend on the player.
Yeah.
With Dame, obviously he doesn't rely on his athleticism as much, so you know, maybe we could get him back a little earlier. But
Yeah.
I say just take your time. You know, you older, take your time. But prayers, and shout outs to Dame for sure.
For sure.
You
For
know,
sure.
Dame is a good dude.
Yeah.
I know some people that know him, and you know, nothing but good things said about Dame. So, yeah, but take your time for sure. You
Yeah.
know, you come back when you want to come back. But back to the game, man. It's just a microcosm of just everything, bro, of the
Yeah.
season in the whole, bro. Like, execution was what we lacked.
Yeah.
A lot in the season.
Yeah.
You know, to me, honestly, on paper, this was probably one of our best teams.
Oh,
Just
easily.
collectively,
Yeah,
as a
easily.
collective
Yeah,
unit,
easily.
as a
Yeah.
collective, you know what I mean, as far as talent. I
Yeah.
think this was probably one of our best teams on
Easily.
paper.
Yeah.
But it wasn't one of our smartest teams.
Right.
You know, our IQ was definitely not one of our best qualities
Yeah.
in the team. You know, we coming from a team that had Chris Middleton,
Right.
Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of the highest IQ players to ever play the game. Mm-hmm. To now we have Kevin Porter Jr. Mm-hmm. Talented as hell, but not really that smart of a basketball player. You know, Gary Trent Jr., very, very talented player. Definitely good, solid player.
Yeah.
But he's not really that smart of a player. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those flaws showed in the game, late in the game, because of the execution.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, I'm gonna blame Doc because I'm not really the biggest
you're
Doc
messing
fan. You know what I mean? But when you boil it down, it really stands on the players.
Yeah.
Because there's some situational things that they weren't able to execute.
Yeah.
You know, but also it is also on the coach to put you in a good situation for you to execute.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Doc lacked a lot. A lot of it came from just the lineup.
Yeah.
Just something as simple as putting a collective unit that's going to be successful on the court.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to do that.
Yeah.
You wait to the game, game before we about to go home to put out the best five on the court.
Yeah.
You putting Brook Lopez out there knowing that he can't compete with this team. That's a bad matchup for this team. And I love Brook.
Yeah.
I've always loved Brook. I love what he's brought to our team.
Yeah.
But it's a bad matchup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like we looking at the Lakers and the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Lakers was a really good team this season.
Best matchup for them.
It's a bad matchup for them.
Yeah. You wanted a little bit lower, bro.
Let's take a look. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yep.
Cool.
So, like I said, man, it was just a bad matchup for them, man.
Yeah.
And you know, the personnel that he put out on the court was not a personnel, you know, equipped for success. So
yeah,
that I hold on to Doc, you know.
Yeah.
But like I said, so many different ways that you could, because it goes beyond just this game. You know, obviously we got an important off season coming up.
Yeah.
What we gonna do? What is Giannis gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, we dealing with limited assets.
Right.
So it's like, it's a lot we could go with that, bro. But you know, obviously I gotta hear from the man himself on, you know, what he felt and how he felt about the game and what we got going in our future, man, with the Bucks.
I think with the game, when was that? Yesterday or the day before?
Day before yesterday, yep.
Bro, situations matter, bro. And, like, just in that last possession, because we up one.
Right.
Like, yeah, we'll get into Gary Trent later, but, like, bro, if you know y'all up one and they best player got the ball and it's seconds left, bro, you make somebody else beat you.
For sure.
Like, I'm not even trying to beat up on Kevin Porter Jr.,
right,
because he's a good player.
Right. You
got
to
in
help.
that moment, bro, if I see Giannis need help and there's seconds left, and you know Halliburton want to get to the rim.
And he was right there.
Bro,
the thing about it, he was right there.
You sell out, you get over there, and if he pass and somebody else hit that
let
jump,
him shoot
I could live. Somebody else beat us.
He's the man. He want to get it done.
Yeah, bro, you can't.
You giving him the moment.
Yeah, man, you can't let Halliburton beat y'all. And you let him beat you doing what you know he wants. He want to get to the rim. And it's like, bro, our secondary defense, once he got past the first defender, was like non-existent.
All night.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing, nobody there. Like, I mess with Bobby. I love Bobby. But that's, man, you throw in a Jericho Sims or like somebody to just be a presence at the rim.
At the rim, or that can, that on them pick and rolls that can meet him up high.
Yeah, bro.
And be able to maneuver and slide their puppies, bro.
And yeah, you trading offense for defense, but man, you got Giannis, man. Giannis will get you some on. We got shooters.
They got enough
You leave in
offense.
AJ, Gary, you know what I'm saying? Who else was in there? Kevin Porter Jr. And just, you know what I'm saying, sit by for a little bit and let Jericho just defensively do something, I'm
Facts.
cool with that line.
And I'm glad you said that, bro, because that's going to be very pivotal in their team construction this year.
Yeah.
Coming into the next year.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be some trade-off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right now, I think they're more so in a point where they gotta go younger.
Yeah.
And they gotta go more athletic around Giannis.
Right.
Obviously, we want some smart players.
Yeah.
That's very key.
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, that's where coaching is gonna come into a big fact, man.
Yeah.
I don't think Doc's the dude for the job.
You
bro.
don't think so? Well, let's hold off on Doc, man. Let's just say on the personnel, then we'll give Doc his.
But the personnel
man.
definitely we gotta. Obviously you want to have a stretch big.
Yeah.
But with Giannis,
that's the game now,
that's the guy. That's the game. But I think obviously defensively they were at their best when Sims was out there.
Yeah, man. Athletic, can run the floor, dunk on something, block something. It's like, and if you know our rim protection is bad, man, you gotta let young bro get in there and try to do something, man. Because Halliburton, I'm talking about, bro, when he got past his initial defender, nobody was there.
Nobody.
I'm like,
ghost town.
It can't be that easy.
It's way too easy.
It almost looked like they thought the whistle blew.
Bro, because it was crazy because he was there.
Yeah.
And then he went back to the corner, as if he was going to pass. Bro, he's not going to pass that ball, bro.
Right.
This is his moment.
Yeah.
Niggas been calling him overrated all season.
Right.
He's going to that basket.
Right.
That ball is not being passed.
And with Gary Trent, and shout out to bro, man. Bro got hot. You know what I'm saying? Did his thing in overtime, did his thing in regulations. And I think what happened with him, and it's just me, I could be wrong. I think because when he dropped the ball, he was wide open.
He was wide open.
I think he was thinking
he was ready to shoot that.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was
motherfucker.
thinking I'm about to catch this and shoot it.
But really in this shit.
But didn't look it in. That's all I think.
That's exactly what happened.
I don't think that was him being
his head,
scared.
Bro, when he grabbed the ball, his head was tilted up towards the rim.
Yeah.
He wasn't even looking at the ball.
Yeah, and it was just a quick lapse of
shit just went right through his hand.
Yeah. That's all I think that was. But it had me thinking just with that performance. Because we originally, bro, we brought him in to be a starter. And all it is confidence.
You said we're going to get to Doc Rivers. I don't know if we can hold off. Because that was a Doc Rivers decision. He was starting. He got hurt for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even think it was a couple weeks. I think it was a week.
Yeah.
He never got his starting spot back.
Yeah.
And they were starting. You know who they were starting at the shooting guard.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Taurean Prince, bro.
Yeah.
Taurean Prince ain't never been a shooting guard in his whole damn career.
Right.
He's not a shooter.
Right.
He will give you. He'll shoot it if he's wide open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he did a good job knocking down the open corner threes this year.
Yeah.
And he shot a good percentage, but he's not a creator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trent ain't much of a creator himself either, but he can at least get to his bag and create a shot.
Yeah.
And he's gonna give you just as better, or if not better, shooting than Gary Trent.
Yeah.
Than Taurean Prince.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you starting Taurean Prince at the shooting guard? Why?
I don't. You know what I think it was? I think when Kuzma came in, I think it was such a struggle just to find the right lineup. And I think, in all honesty, I think Kuzma played out of position.
Kuzma definitely played out of position
him being
too.
at that 3 spot, he's an inside out guy.
Yeah.
But where did he ever just start at the 3? He didn't.
I think he more of a 4 than a 3.
He is, bro. And you gotta think Giannis our best player, so he's not about to
play over Giannis.
And I'm with putting Giannis at the 5.
But I don't think Giannis is at putting.
That's what I'm
himself
saying.
at the
I'm
5.
with experimenting, but So I think just those lineups, bro, and trying to, make people happy.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day,
it was definitely a struggle, and and also I think he was scared a lot of what happened last year with Beasley and Dame.
Oh yeah.
And how bad of defensive backcourt they were.
Yeah.
And I don't think he wanted to go through those struggles, so I think he wanted to put his best defenders out there with Dame and Giannis, which I can get.
Yeah, you understand.
You know what I mean? I understand that, but you also see that it's not working.
Yeah.
So that's up to you as a coach to say, all right, this shit ain't working.
Yeah.
I got to make some adjustments.
Right.
But no, you hard-headed thinking this shit gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. And then you cost yourself a 2-0 hole.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you already know, you down 2-0, this shit, I want to say series over, but percentages ain't in your favor.
We ain't in our favor. Yeah.
And niggas gonna get the pressing and trying to overplay. And I think, you know, everything happens for a reason. So I don't want to put the blame on Doc for what happened to Dame, but you know, obviously, just naturally, you're gonna press a little bit more and go a little harder because you're in a hole. And you know, obviously, Dame diving on the floor trying to get balls and stuff like that. Yeah, that's not really his game. You know, so that's what happened, and he tore his Achilles. Damn. You know, so it's a lot going to it, bro. And I you know, I'm gonna always be a Bucks fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all already know that.
Yeah,
I'm always gonna be a Bucks fan,
guys,
regardless. Regardless of what you know what comes with it. But we got some work to do, man. Yeah. We got some work to do. How you feel about the off season, man? How you think?
I think the
what you think we got to do?
Number one priority is going to Giannis out gate and just kind of seeing what he want to do, because that's ultimately what's going, you know, move the needle with everything, bro. Like, if we don't know if you're gonna be here or not, like, that's gonna you know, hamper us from making so many other moves, bro. So I'm going to him, like, in all honesty, I'm like, just what you think you gonna do, bro? Right. Like, at least let us know, because we love to have you, bro. You the center of everything we got going on. Right. But we can't really do certain moves if we don't know if you're gonna be here or not. That's a fact. So I think locking him down, bro,
and figure out what you want to do. Shit, damn near giving the nigga full control at this point. Like, bro, this is your off season. Yeah. This your team. Obviously, we gonna do the best we can to make the moves that you want to make. Yeah. But we got to know where you, like you said, bro. That's the most important thing.
We can't really do nothing until we know, because, like, everybody heard the Warriors rumors, like him potentially going there, and it's like, if I feel like, and I think Giannis is a loyal guy to do this, right? But if he let them know, like, yeah, man, I want to come back, that's okay. Now let's go.
That's off the bat, yeah, for sure.
Then it's like, okay, now that you're coming back, what do you want? What
do you want to do? Right.
And I feel like, man, we need a Derek Lively type big.
Bro, that would be perfect, bro.
Potentially, we might have it with Jericho Sims, but he's still young and really wasn't in the rotation like that. So could he be a full-time starter?
Yeah,
so
we
don't know. But
we don't know. That's something he got to work on.
Defensively in the paint, we got to get better, bro.
Got to.
Because it ain't no way guards like Tyrese Halliburton can get past one line of defense. Yeah. And nobody's at the rim.
Right. No, definitely the defense. I think that's key, bro. You got to just go all out. Obviously scoring. You hope to get some people that can do both. Yeah. But you got to just sell out for defense, bro. Because a lot of that. A lot of that is going to be key for just Giannis, though, because a lot of Giannis points come in transition. Yeah. You know what I mean? Grabbing that ball off the rim, getting defensive rebounds, pushing it. A lot of his points come from that. Yeah. You know, a lot of the offense is conducted off of that too as well, because, you know, sometimes this season too, you could just see the offense just got clunky.
Yeah, man.
It got too clunky. Yeah. We did not have a good half court offense this year.
No.
You know, we were at our best when we were in transition and moving the ball that way. So I think you just gotta really just sell out, get some guys that can hold on the perimeter, get a good defensive center, like you said. Somebody that's gonna rebound the ball, get the ball to Giannis. To me, I think Giannis is at a point right now where he's so damn good where he don't even need stars like that around him. Yeah. That ain't even really the type of team you even need to build around him. Yeah. You know, look at that's why I said obviously this was the best team talent-wise around him.
You know what?
But our championship team that wasn't that big a talent like that. Look at our bench. We didn't really have a bench. We just had smart defensive players that could give you a good open three.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had Middleton that was playing out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Middleton's not a superstar.
No.
Drew not a superstar. They're just good, solid stars. Do
you think certain players just fit better with certain teams? Because I'm not gonna say Drew better than Dame, but like I think he fit better with what we had going on in Milwaukee.
You hit it right on the head, bro.
Like just the fit.
It's the fit.
Yeah.
Like obviously, when it happened, bro.
Yeah.
I was excited.
Same here, bro. I
was excited.
Happened. Yeah.
But when I heard the reports, and anybody could tell you too, I was like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I want Dame.
Right.
And then when he came, obviously I was excited. Niggas was like, bro, you ain't even want Dame.
Yeah.
But I was looking at it as a standpoint like, we gonna take a major dip in defense, bro.
Yeah.
If he can come be that Dame that he was in Portland, obviously that's gonna help offensively. Yeah. But when it breaks down, he can't be the Dame in Portland because he's not gonna get the ball as much.
Right.
So obviously that's when you seen it. Like he was balling, but he couldn't really be super effective like he was in Portland because he couldn't have the ball as much in his hand because, you got Giannis on the team.
Right.
So, I don't think Giannis needs major stars around him to be successful or the team to be successful. That's just me.
Let me ask you, B, bro. Is our championship window closed? Has it closed?
As of right now, I'm going to say yeah. For right now, yes. Everything is on hold.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, right now, yes. The championship, we can't even think about. Right now, we can't even think about a championship right now.
Yeah.
Our most important thing is trying to get some younger players in. Obviously, we ain't got much draft capital that we can really work with that. But we need to start looking at, guys that's coming into their prime.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about star players. I'm talking about good role players that's coming into their prime because they could go either way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. They could, playing around Giannis, they could go from role players to good star players. Yeah. You know what I mean? Middleton was a role player damn near pretty much his whole career.
Right.
Until he got into the prime of his career. Right. So that's what we need to focus on. We need to start focusing on just getting some young 24, 25-year-old players that's coming into their prime that could go either way in their career. Yeah. So that's what we need to focus on right now. We don't really need to be focusing on no championship. Yeah. That ain't really in our near future right now. Yeah. If we get to a point where we like, damn, a surprise team to where, damn, I didn't know they can get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Then that's when you can start cracking that window open a little bit. Yeah. Taking some chances. But right now, they don't need to take no big chances. Small pieces, bro. Yeah. And seeing where you could go from there.
We get a new coach?
Yeah, we got to get a new coach. For sure. Got to get a new coach. New coach, different approach, bro. Yeah. Doc is too old school for me, bro. He's too old school. He not with the new NBA. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's no fluidity with his offense, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? And what is Doc? I asked that question, like, what is Doc? Because we could go around the league and point to different coaches and say what they are. Yeah. We'll say, you know what I mean? This coach is a defensive coach. Right. This coach is more of an offensive-minded coach. What is Doc? I don't know what Doc is, bro. I don't know, to me, bro. Doc is like, to me, bro, honestly, and this is no disrespect to Doc, bro. Doc is a good coach, great mind of basketball. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think he's a good basketball mind. Yeah. And that's why I think he gets a lot of his reputation as far as, around the league as him being a good coach. Yeah. But to me, I don't know what he's good at. I don't know if he's a good defensive coach. Yeah. I don't know if he's a good offensive coach. Yeah. Doc is like, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what he specializes in.
Yeah.
We need a coach that specializes in something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When Bud came in, Bud was a offensive specialized coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let it fly.
Right.
That we knew what it was. When you come in the game, you gotta shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah.
1 through 5.
Right.
I'm talking about 1 through 5. Everybody, when you get the ball, if you a semblance of open, let that motherfucker go up. That's why Brook Lopez was able to take his career to another take his career to another level. You know, because he was struggling before he came to Milwaukee. He was trying to figure everything out. He was in L.A.
Yeah.
He wasn't really successful there.
I forgot that dude.
Yeah, he was in L.A. I forgot where he was. I think he was in Brooklyn. Then he went to L.A. So he was trying to find himself, you know, in his prime, trying to figure out where he want to go as far as a player. And he got in the right system, and he was able to flourish and, you know, and become successful and help us win the championship.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, like, we need to find a coach that specializes in something.
Yeah.
And like I said, bring in people that's trying to figure themselves out as players in the prime of their career. Like a player like, I say like, for example, a player like Cat in that got traded from Phoenix over to the Nets. What's his name? Cam Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Like a Cam Johnson type.
Cam
like, you know what I'm saying? Like even Mikal Bridges with not saying we can get Mikal Bridges, but I'm saying that type of player.
Yeah.
We need to get those type of players around Giannis.
Yeah.
And see what they could do.
Right.
And maybe, you know, anything can happen. Look at Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah. He was struggling on where he wanted to go as a player in his career. He had talent, but niggas wasn't looking at Tyrese Halliburton like, bro, Tyrese Halliburton cold, bro. That wasn't a name that came up when you talking about who cold in the league as a point guard. But he got in the right situation and he's able to flourish. So that comes with coaching too. He's got a great coach, Rick Carlisle. A lot of it starts with coaching, bro.
Yeah.
So I think we need a new coach, bro. What you think, bro? What you think? I feel like you on the Doc side, bro.
I like Doc, and it's hard to like.
Why you like Doc? You gotta tell me this, bro. You gotta tell me this, because a lot of people say they like Doc, and I do like Doc. I like Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
Like, I like him I think he's a good motivational coach. To me, Doc Rivers is like a Mike Tomlin in football.
You know what? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that, yeah.
He's a good coach. Like, he's a good motivator. He's a good mind of basketball.
Yeah.
But what does Mike Tomlin do? He's not an offensive coordinator. He's not a defensive coordinator. He's just a coach.
I'm going to keep it real with you, B. Like I said, I do like Doc. But do you think, as constructed, the roster we got now, let's say Doc was on his ish, we got a championship roster?
No.
So, like, it really don't matter.
It don't matter what
Doc did.
It don't matter what Doc. Doc gotta have, to me, Doc gotta have the Celtics of what he had. Yeah. Because Doc wasn't anything before he got to the Celtics. He was a good coach. He was with the Magic.
Yeah.
They wasn't doing shit. They got to the playoffs a couple times here and there. They weren't able to get out of the first round with T-Mac.
Yeah.
He lucked into a good situation.
Yeah.
And that was a great situation because he was playing with players that was in their prime and they were smart players.
Yeah.
So couldn't shit go wrong.
Yeah.
You know, Doc couldn't do them niggas was damn near the coaches.
Yeah.
You had KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, a smart ass Rondo. Mm-hmm. You had just the pieces, bro. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, he got to have that type of roster.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. With winning the championship, what balance is it between coaching and roster?
I think a lot of it goes with roster because that's who's playing playing.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, that's the majority, I think. I've always felt that way.
I just think Indiana had a better roster. No matter what Doc did, bro, them dudes, that team.
So you think if Rose was reversed,
yeah,
and we had Carlisle with a healthy Dame and a healthy Giannis,
we don't win.
We don't win?
We don't beat the Indiana team, bro.
Really?
That team it's just
so,
a better
team.
But
do you think Do you think Carlisle makes the adjustments with the roster constructed as we have it?
Yes. I think he does.
So that's why I think we win.
He probably could get us to like a game 6, maybe game 7.
I think we win because I think he takes Brook out of the rotation.
Outgate.
And game 1.
Yeah.
I think he takes Kuzma, puts Kuzma on the bench. Have Kuzma come in for Giannis when he take a little breather.
Yeah.
Maybe he can put up a quick little 5 points or here and there. He's not going to put those players in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
He got a Kuzma on his team.
Yeah.
Type. With, what's his name?
Siakam.
No, not Siakam. The other cat.
Obi.
Got it. Yeah. That nigga's basically Kuzma.
I think he better than. I think
Kuzma
is better.
Kuzma better than him.
Kuzma better than bro.
But he's on the bench.
Yeah.
And he comes in and he hit a little corner 3.
Yeah.
He'll come in,
get a
little dunk or layup,
yeah.
and that's it. And get your ass back on the bench. That's what Kuzma is right now.
Yeah.
So I think Carlisle makes those adjustments that Doc was not willing to do. Doc and I can't put it all on Doc.
Yeah.
You can't forget who we had on there. We had Ham on that bench too.
Oh yeah.
And Torian Prince, that's his guy.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why Torian Prince got over here.
Yeah.
So a lot of that goes into coaching too, bro. So yes, personnel is definitely, obviously, yes, very important because that's who's actually playing.
Yeah.
But coaching is figuring out what right lineups work, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's all about. It's all about matchups.
Right.
Records go out the window. 0-0.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you won 8. We won 8 games going into the playoffs. I don't care if you won 8, 10, whatever. Whatever your record is.
Yeah.
Playoffs, 0-0.
Yeah, facts.
It's about matchups.
Facts.
That's why we lost to the Heat all them years.
Yeah.
Because they was a bad matchup for us.
Right.
So all that go out the window. It's up to you as a coach to figure out what is the best matchup for my team.
Yeah.
And what is going to be the best lineup to put out there for us to be successful. I don't think Doc did a bad job at that. I think Doc did a bad job at that.
You know what I think it is? I think Doc loyal to players.
And that's the problem.
I think he like, man,
that's a fact.
I'm going to roll with Brook an OG.
We can't have that, bro.
Ride him to the wheels, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, but come on now. Where is that going to get you, bro?
Yeah.
Loyalty can only get you so far.
Yeah.
Especially in basketball.
And I think, Doc got pedigree too, so I think players will listen to Doc. Like, man, he's a championship coach, man.
100. And I think that's why I said, like, that's where I like Doc.
I like the Mike Tomlin, like,
that's who he is, bro, to me.
Bro.
Like,
I like that.
Like, everybody loves Mike Tomlin, bro. Everybody loves Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
But Mike Tomlin going to only get you so far, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When you got a Big Ben, you know what I'm saying?
And you got great players around, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got a good coach that's going to motivate you. Yeah, get out there, hit that, go out there, throw the ball that far, go out here and do this. He's a master of motivating.
Yeah.
But that shit going to only get you so far,
So
bro.
you're saying Doc a good assistant.
He's a great assistant.
Yeah.
He's one of the best assistants in the world. But he's not a great head coach.
Yeah.
He's not.
No,
He's just
I
not
feel
because
you.
he don't do one thing great.
Yeah.
He's not a great offensive coach, and he's not a great defensive coach.
Yeah.
He's just a good coach.
Yeah.
You know, and if he has a great roster, he's gonna be able to motivate them to put him in the right spot.
Yeah.
That he could do, but he's not gonna be able to construct a team and get a team to the highest level. I don't think that is. No, not with a team that's not like a team, basically a team like ours. You're not gonna be able to get the best out of that team.
So what coach would you think? Do you think somewhere you don't got?
I like Mike Malone. I like Mike Malone.
Hey.
And I like the Grizzlies. The dude. He's a good Taylor Jenkins. He was with the Bucks some years ago. He was under Bud for the first year. He's a really good offensive coach. There's some good coaches out. That's the thing, bro. There's good coaches out here.
That Mike Malone,
Mike Malone, bro.
That might be the
that might be the move,
dude,
bro.
Yeah.
And you got to think, bro. Look what Mike Malone was able to do. That Nuggets team was a good team.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the most talented team.
Yeah.
And he got them to a championship.
Hey, that might.
You know what I'm saying?
Doc,
like
I'm trying to vouch for you, but man,
Doc, bro.
Mike might have to.
Mike might have to come in here and do his thing, bro. Like,
yeah.
And Mike, the thing is with Mike, he's willing to play younger players.
Yeah.
And he's willing to, you know what I mean, make adjustments when it's needed.
And he a defensive coach.
Oh, he's
too.
a defensive
Yeah,
coach. He has a specialty.
Yeah.
He's gonna come in. We already know y'all gonna have to hold defense. If you're not gonna hold defense, your ass gonna be on the bench.
Yeah. So dang. So, but with that, bro, you think Dame buys into that?
Well, honestly, bro, I don't know where we go right now with Dame, bro.
You think? Also, what's
You
his
know what I mean?
contract?
So Dame, I think Dame got 2 more years left on his contract with us. 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah.
Him and Giannis set it up to where they was gonna leave at the same
Same
time.
time. Okay.
So I think both of them got 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So I think Giannis gonna either stay for a couple more years, at least till Dame get healthy, or till they figure out what they're gonna do with Dame. So that's why we could talk about Giannis not going nowhere, bro.
You don't think he is?
Nah, Giannis not. I'm talking about next year.
Yeah.
You know, maybe when he becomes a free agent, he got that player option, he might opt out of the player option and then go somewhere.
Yeah.
But it just don't make any sense for him, and it don't make any sense for any other team, because why break up your team when there's a chance he might just be gone in 2 more years and you ain't got to give up shit.
Yeah.
Because, bro, if he get traded anywhere, nigga, we getting half your team.
Oh yeah.
And we getting half your team, and we getting all your future assets.
All the picks. And
all of them.
Yeah,
we getting at least 6-7 picks.
Yeah.
And a player.
Yeah.
So it don't make any sense, especially for a contender. Like, to me, you know, obviously you could say OKC, but why would you break up that young core?
Yeah.
They got something
they might
good
win
going.
a chip this
you know
year,
what I mean?
man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And OKC, okay. I mean, Houston, yeah, but okay, you gonna give us at least a couple players or at least some picks.
Yeah.
And he go over there, are they guaranteed to win a championship?
Yeah.
It's like, why he do it? It's not, don't even make sense. He go to New York.
Yeah.
We're gonna need Cat.
Right.
We're gonna need some pick, like
Cat, OG.
Yeah, we're gonna need. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break up half your team. It's not gonna make sense.
Yeah.
So just wait until obviously 2 years. He probably opt out his contract and then go where he want to go.
Right. I hear you, bro.
I don't think he's going anywhere this year. It just don't make sense. So I don't know what they're gonna do as far as Dame. I don't know. Obviously, it all depends on his rehab.
Yeah.
And what he do with that.
Yeah.
But I think, man, you just gotta, like I said, bro, you gotta get a different mind in there.
We gotta bring a point guard in, bro.
Somebody
100%. To hold
100%. Hold the ship until Dame.
Like I like Kevin Porter Jr., but for that to be our
guard.
point,
bro,
we need.
Like that. I like where he's at off the bench. That's a perfect place for him.
You know who I would love them to get? It's not gonna happen, but would be perfect until Dame came back. T.J. McConnell.
I would love that.
I love that move, bro.
What about Alvarado in New Orleans?
I like him too. He be getting hurt too, though.
Oh, he be getting hurt.
He get hurt a lot too.
I ain't know that. Okay.
But I like T.J. McConnell. I've been saying that.
Man,
that
nigga's a Bucks killer, bro.
For real.
That nigga's a Bucks killer, bro.
Right.
But yeah, we need a smart, tough point guard.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Don't care about scoring.
None of that.
Get us in our stuff.
Get us in our play.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And get the ball to Giannis.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because, like, no disrespect to Rollins either, but, man, that just don't feel good.
For him to be the starter.
Yeah.
We can't.
And he going to have to be our starter majority of the year, too.
No, thank you.
Right.
I'm not.
No disrespect to bro, because he can play, but, like,
I'm not rocking with that one.
Yeah.
We can't do that. Unless they putting other solid pieces around us and they get one more other little solid piece. They was talking about Lauri Markkanen.
For us?
Yeah, if we can pull that off. Yeah.
Still, wait.
Lauri Markkanen.
Only thing is he played the same spot as Giannis.
I think he can play the 3.
I think it'll be a Kuzma situation again.
You think so? It'll be too clunky?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think unless they try to experiment Giannis at the 5, which I'm with. He gotta be with that. Giannis gotta be with that.
I'm with that.
Because he's big enough to bang.
Yeah, he would have to have somebody else with him if they're gonna do the Rollins experiment.
Yeah.
Nah. But other than that, I'm not rocking with that Rollins experiment. Nah, we gotta get somebody else up in there, bro.
Yeah. And he should definitely play and be in the rotation, but say this our starting point guard for let's say like 60 games.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
And I think that's unfair to Dog too. Like at the end of the day,
Facts.
like that ain't really putting him in a position to win.
Yeah.
Like, damn, man. Like I was just in the G the last year.
Right.
Now, I mean, he gonna embrace it because he a hooper, but
Right.
like, that's tough, man.
Yeah. Nah. I think, man, this is gonna be an off season. Like I said, we got to just put real good role players around Giannis, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna make him more successful too.
Yeah.
I think that's when he had some of his best seasons, bro. When
Yeah.
he just was able to, that this is his team.
Oh, yeah,
There's no question.
yeah.
Ball is in his hand. There's just going to be good players that's going to be able to knock down the shot and play good defense.
Yeah.
That's how you got to construct a roster around Giannis, bro. Yes, the Dame shit was, it was lovely on paper, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really gonna work like that, bro. It's because Dame don't hold D. He's not a good defensive player.
Even though I give him credit, what game was that? He was playing his ass off on the defensive end,
he
bro.
Can.
I forgot what game that was.
He definitely can,
right,
but he's one of those players you could tell when he's playing hard defense.
Yeah.
It suffers on the other end.
Yeah.
His game suffers on the other end.
Yeah.
He can't be effective on the other end.
Yeah. Now, bro, we got to talk about it too. The whole Tyrese Halliburton pops Giannis thing, man. Give me your perspective on that. And I watched, so I only saw one little part of it. I just saw Giannis putting his head on him.
Right.
I didn't see the second part.
Yeah,
then I watched Inside the NBA, and they showed the whole thing, and Charles and Shaq was going back and forth about it. So, man, what's your perspective, man, on that?
At the end of the day, bro, I'm just gonna keep it simple, bro. Like, pops or not, bro.
Yeah.
Technically, bro, you're a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they said too.
You a fan,
That's what
so
they
it's
said.
like you don't come on the court, bro. Fans don't come on the court.
And in the way he did it too.
Like come on, bro. That was mad disrespectful. Nah, that was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nah, you at the end of the day, bro, you a fan.
Yeah.
Stay in the fans' place, bro. Like,
and he apologized. He apologized for it too.
He did, but I think he kind of played the victim in the situation too. You know what I mean? But nah, it was definitely uncalled for. It was just something. It was shocking. I was like, because like you said, the only thing I seen was when Giannis got in his face.
Yeah, and I thought it was cool at first.
But the thing was, the first shot they showed was when I was watching the game live. Giannis was just staring into the air. I thought he was just staring like, damn, what the fuck just happened?
Shot.
This nigga was staring at Halliburton pops like, bro, like, what is you on, bro?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. So Halliburton pops was like putting his towel in his face.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, that's what we do. All this shit.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, no, he was wilding, bro. So, that was crazy, bro. That was super uncalled for, super unprofessional on his pop's part. And I think also, bro, when you do stuff like that, bro, it shine a bad light on your son too, bro.
Right. And and Tyree, he addressed it. He addressed it. He's like, man, Pops wasn't in the right on that one.
Right.
So I give him credit.
He saved himself on that one, bro. Yeah. But it just goes back to how I feel like with Halliburton, it's like he get love, bro, but a lot of people don't like him, bro.
Why you think that is, man?
His pops, bro.
Oh, you think
they
so?
Were saying that's what they were saying, and I can agree, bro.
Yeah.
Because around the league, bro, this is not the first time he's done something like this.
He hasn't
done anything to this extent where he actually went on the court.
Yeah.
But his pops be wilding, bro. Like,
I did not know. I thought he just chill, be at the games.
Nah, pops be wilding, bro. So talking crazy, bro. So.
Man, Giannis was about to beat
Giannis was gonna definitely lay hands on that young man.
He about to Donkey Kong.
I said that young man, that old man.
Yeah, man.
That's what make it work. Like, bro, you old school, bro. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
Let me ask you, bro.
Thumb your little ass.
Your pops get geeked in somewhere and do that, bro. What you doing with your pops?
I'm calling him out. You know, like I said, Halliburton. What he did was perfect. Like he called him out in the media.
Yeah, he did.
And you know what I'm saying? I respect him for doing that.
Yeah.
But if I seen that, like in the moment, I'm grabbing Pops up. Like, bro, what? Come on, man.
Remember Brian had to do that with his mama? against the Celtics.
No, I don't remember
I
that.
think so. Bron got fouled hard. I think Paul Pierce did it.
Okay.
And then his mama was in the stands, and
Mm-hmm.
she got up and was ready to go after Paul Pierce. And KG kind of had to like put his arm around her and hold her back.
Yeah.
And Bron walked up to her like, man, sit your ass down.
Man, that's word up, bro. Like,
Right.
bro, like that's like your parents coming up to your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like trying to tell your boss off or trying to
Yeah.
tell your colleagues off or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like wilding out on your colleagues
Yeah.
or something. Like what's
Like,
good?
chill.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
tripping.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, bro, like if you come home or if you talk to your pops and like, man, dog, this colleague of mine, bro, he just constant competition with me, bro.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I just don't like this nigga. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he come up there and like, ooh, running his mouth, like, you know what I mean, talking shit to your colleague.
Yeah.
Like, even though I told you this in confidence,
Yeah.
bro, don't come up here wilding out on him like that,
Yeah.
bro. Like, he ain't that.
Yeah.
No, this ain't that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't to the same extent of you
Yeah.
know a sport,
Mhm.
but it's the respect that you have for your colleagues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might not be able to get along with your colleagues, but you got to come to a point where
Yeah, I ain't
you
gonna
gotta
have my
respect.
pops on your ass,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, you gotta have some type of respect for people that people
Yeah.
that you work with or just people
Yeah.
that's in your field.
Yeah. So like Shaq said, man, it come with the territory. And like I understand what he was trying to say,
But like, it's
yeah,
not the same,
man,
bro.
you can't have.
It's not the same. I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah,
it come with the
you get it,
territory.
yeah.
Hell
Losing
yeah.
and shit, yeah.
Fans talk crazy all the
Yeah.
time. But we know who this is. It's not a random fan.
Right.
We know that's your pops.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
And once again, when it come down to it, bro, a random fan is not going to come on the court.
Yeah. Because
It's
if
just not.
Giannis whoop his ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Now
Then
Giannis going in cuffs. off in
exactly,
cuffs
bro.
somewhere.
Like, come on, man.
And Giannis didn't even know that was his dad at first.
Oh, see, that's
He didn't even know that was
see,
his
I didn't
dad
know
at
that.
first.
That's crazy, bro.
Then he found it out. But so like, yeah, bro could have really he could have hurt your dad, bro. Like,
Telling you, bro. You see what happens when the fans came on the court in the Malice?
right.
Niggas was getting knocked out. So like, bro.
Getting put to sleep with
like,
that
I'm
motherfucker,
telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what come with that when,
Yeah.
when you make those type of decisions.
Yeah.
So no, Pops was definitely in the wrong, bro.
Yeah.
It was a crazy situation.
Yeah.
Bro. And then also, I don't know if you seen when Giannis, he grabbed that nigga Mather and back of Mather and said,
what was that, bro?
I still don't know what happened with that situation. That stemmed from like a altercation they had in Game 3, I think.
Okay.
He was talking crazy to him.
Man, Giannis was with the shit after that
Man,
game, bro.
I do. It was
Giannis
bro.
was with the shit.
It
He
was just
with
like
it,
watching
bro.
it
Yeah.
live. It was like,
Yeah.
bro, what the hell is going on,
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah.
I'm thinking the nigga just, man, I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
come
he
on, Giannis,
with
bro.
it,
You
bro.
wildin', bro.
Yeah.
Like, I know you just lost.
And that's what
this
I
nigga
told.
trying to fight everybody.
That's what I told my wife. Like, I get you mad, but like at the end of the day, bro, you gotta be a professional.
Gotta
bro.
be.
Take that on the chin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And go with it, dog. Not be. I want to beat everybody ass.
Yeah, that
But
shit was crazy.
Well, it's crazy because you know James Johnson got the reputation for
Yeah, he the
being
enforcer.
being a tough guy. He ain't even really get on his ass like
Nah,
I thought
he was trying to
going
calm the situation down.
Probably understood.
I was trying to figure out where Bobby was at.
I think so. Bobby shook hands and probably, you know what I'm saying,
Just
went to
dipped
the
out.
lounge. Man, it is what it
It
is.
is what it
man.
is.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, bro, even if Bobby was around, like Giannis would have just been setting Bobby up to get in trouble, bro.
Right,
Cause
right.
what Tyree's dad did was foul, but at the end of the day, bro, you a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Like win some, lose some, you can't whoop everybody ass.
It was
mad.
it's probably for the best that nigga Bobby wasn't out there.
Right.
That's why I was like, man, I was surprised that nigga wasn't out there.
Yeah.
That nigga be with the shits at
Right.
all times.
Ready to hop on somebody.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That's why I was like, damn, where the fuck Bobby at?
Yeah, for
Surprised
sure.
his ass ain't out here.
For
but
sure.
nah, I'm glad it went as far as it went. That's just as far as it needed to go.
Yeah.
Nobody needed to lay hands on nobody because
Yeah,
I definitely thought niggas was laying hands because I seen KPJ, his arms was flaring.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh damn, this nigga done hit somebody.
Yeah, ready to do something.
Man, so nah, it was a crazy situation, man. That definitely. Do you feel like that's a rivalry, true rivalry there?
Yeah, we don't like them.
They don't like us. We
They
don't like them.
us. We don't like them. And they getting the best of the rivalry, bro.
For sure.
Like they done beat us the last 2 years?
Yeah, last 2 years, bro. Same record too.
Mm-hmm.
They done gentleman sweep us both times.
Mm-hmm.
Or did we get 2 last year?
And I think we got 2 last year.
Yeah, we
Because
got
Chris
2.
Mitty had that game when he
yeah.
went stupid,
So
bro.
we got 2 last year.
And to be fair, bro, we never played them healthy. We never played the Pacers healthy.
Never, bro.
So it's like, yeah, y'all got y'all little wins, bro, but y'all never seen us at full strength.
Yeah, I think we would have smacked them last year, bro.
Yeah.
With Dame, Middleton, and
Dame, shit,
Giannis.
Mitty smacked him damn near by himself.
Yeah, so yeah, nah. It's definitely a rivalry, I think, too. I agree.
Yeah.
You know, I think right now, roster-wise, that's who they need to be trying to build their roster to beat.
Because they did that for us, bro. They got an active big with Siakam.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they got Miles Turner, who could basically a Brook 2.0.
Right. So, yeah, they need to be trying to build their roster around trying to beat them, bro, at this point right now. And I don't look at the Pacers as a championship team.
No.
So
but
that's why I said,
bubbling,
like,
though.
They nice. They nice.
bubbling.
That's why I said, like, that's why I said our championship window, we don't need to be even thinking about that right now. We need to be thinking about shit just getting past the first round.
Yeah. Facts.
Surprising a couple motherfuckers, and
facts.
that's about it. But
Facts.
that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
And kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm always gonna be a Bucks fan.
Yeah.
Always gonna wish the best for the Bucks.
Yeah.
And we gonna see. We're gonna see what we gonna do, man.
Well, my brother, it's always good to have you.
Absolutely.
Another topic, bro. Shador getting drafted in the 5th, bro. Speak on that one, though. Shador going in the 5th, man.
Shit, damn. That shit.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, what you think
it's
it was?
fucked up.
Well, they had to know something we don't.
Exactly.
They had to know something we don't, bro.
I didn't heard so many things come out about that.
Yeah.
That dude, you know,
Yeah.
being cocky,
Yeah.
arrogant.
Yeah, man.
A lot of that stemmed from that, bro. So
Okay.
I don't think it shouldn't have went that long until he got drafted.
That was wild, bro.
That was a little wild.
Yeah.
But I can understand what happened.
Yeah. How you think he gonna do?
Team executives and teams don't like that shit. They don't like that arrogant shit.
Yeah.
They like if you arrogant, but you gotta be that nigga though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You gotta be. Shador not really. He nice, but he not like that.
Yeah. He
To
ain't
be how
Travis
you
Hunter,
are,
bro.
exactly. Now, should it have took to that long? No, that was uncalled for.
You know, third, I could see.
That's
that.
what I thought. I thought he was going. Thought he was
going.
going to go. The latest he was going to go was the third.
Yeah.
You know, obviously after the first,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the latest he could probably go is the third.
Mm-hmm.
But
They put that boy in the 5th, though.
man, nah, they got him out. They sent the message to him right away, and this might be the best thing for him.
Yeah, use it
You
as
know what I'm
motivation.
saying? Use it as motivation and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
I know one thing, boy. I'm crispy as a motherfucker.
Man, I ain't
boy.
trying. We gonna hold off with it, man.
I'm just catching them angles. I'm like, hold on.
Oh, this one right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, man, one more goofy ass topic, bro.
Yes,
That
sir.
we gonna get you over here, man, because I'm enjoying them old times.
Absolutely,
man.
bro.
Old times.
Absolutely.
Man, what's up with all these motherfuckers saying they fighting a gorilla, bro?
Oh, man, y'all,
what's
you
up,
crazy,
what's
bro.
up with all this, bro? Nigga?
You crazy.
But you know what's real,
Hey, niggas
You-
is really breaking this shit down,
though?
too.
You get the right guys, though.
You think so?
You get the right guys, though.
Who gonna be them first niggas to wave and niggas is gonna go to get him?
No, just because I broke it down in my head to where it makes sense. 100 guys
I got to hear this.
do 10 waves of 10. And you
Somebody dying, though.
but you got to let them know.
Niggas is dying.
At least 20 of y'all gonna die. At least 20 of y'all.
How you gonna?
But
that's the thing.
that's what I'm saying.
Who
It's
you
like
gonna conjure up to
but
tell
you
niggas
gotta
that
think,
shit
bro.
though?
You gotta think. It's like the army, bro.
Nah.
When you go to the military, you know, like, okay, it's a chance.
But them niggas fighting for something.
We fighting for something too, bro. We about to get this. we about to get this motherfucker, bro.
Niggas said we finna get this gorilla,
Man,
nigga. That's
bro,
something.
you can not.
Come on, fellas.
Bro, if
Nah, that shit crazy, bro.
If 100 dudes go into the fight with no strategy and no plan, and they think they gonna just strong arm the gorilla. Yeah, y'all about to get munched on, or y'all about to get y'all arms torn off. But you get 100 dudes who, let's say, was in the Marines, and are hand-to-hand combat, just some bad dudes, and one of them blind the gorilla, the other one maybe kick him in the nuts or something like that.
What they did say,
yeah,
they did say that a gorilla's endurance is not that good.
Yeah, so you doing waves of 10, bro?
So it's
by that
like,
7th wave, bro, that motherfucker laid up. We stomping them. I'm in that 8th wave, bro.
Right, I'm in the shit, nigga. I'm in the way back. When that motherfucker damn near dead.
Yeah.
I get a couple stuff saying when that nigga dead. That's about it. I'm in the last wave.
And my guy got the Timbs on.
Facts. Yeah, nigga, I'll stump his ass out, finish him off. Bro, I'm not going in that first wave. They cooked.
Bro, if you explain to people like, y'all probably gonna die, and they still with it, then you might.
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna convince niggas.
You might. I
mean, well, you gotta know, though. You gotta know that.
You might could get somewhere.
If I'm going into this battle, nigga, I'm dying. It's one of us, somebody dying.
Bro.
A lot of us dying.
Now, I'm gonna keep it 100. Now, if they said a bear, oh, no,
I ain't fucking with no bear. I can't fuck with no bear.
Yeah,
that's a different type of.
Because bear, first of all, bears eat meat, so they kill on a regular, bro. Gorillas,
they fucking you up.
Gorillas, you know what I'm saying? They omnivore or they herbivores, bro. They don't eat meat, so they not killing every day to eat, bro. So I think they big, they strong, but they mindset different. They not killers. They can kill.
They will kill.
But that's not what they doing every day. Like a bear is killing something every day. I'd rather go.
It's a fucked up situation, bro. Regardless, bro.
I'd rather do a gorilla than a lion. 100 dudes versus a lion. Cause they killers,
bro.
I'd rather fight the lion than the gorilla for sure. For sure. Cause lions is killers, bro. I'd
rather not fuck with none of them niggas.
But if you had to, bro, they had you in a box and say you about to get the death penalty. You either fight this lion or fight this gorilla. I'm fighting the gorilla, bro.
Shit killed me.
Just
ended, nigga. Because I'm going that, I'm denying. I'm just. It's the inevitable, nigga. Yeah. I'm just delaying the shit.
Yeah.
But no, that shit is crazy, dog. I feel like it's gonna be some crazy.
Somebody gonna try.
Stupid 100 motherfuckers that's just gonna go do this shit, bro, and try it.
Nah, see, like I said,
because they keep talking about it,
bro. It depends on the group, and like I said, if it's 100 Marines or 100 like, you know what I'm saying, Navy SEAL motherfuckers who,
I don't know, bro.
I'm putting my money on them, bro. For one gorilla. Now, if you said a bear, nah, I'm not doing that. But a gorilla who don't kill every day,
how they gonna get the motherfucker down?
Ain't about getting them down, bro. They circle them and they giving them back shots.
I'm talking about no weapons.
No weapons, bare hand. If one of them can blind the gorilla, and be like I said, 20 dead out gay. Like you gotta explain to them, this is for the United States of America.
That's almost a quarter of your niggas.
Bro, you got 100? You know what I'm saying? That's 20%. 20% gone.
That's what I was talking about. That's almost a quarter.
20% gone. Bro, if you explain to cats that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, 20 of y'all not gonna be here tomorrow.
Y'all first 20, bro. We gotta get y'all out the way.
And if they but if you got some dudes who with it, you got some dudes who like, okay, you know what? I'm with the cause. I'm in the first wave. Bro, they could do something, bro. Green, like Marines are trained killers, bro. They do this.
Yeah,
like
bro,
that's
humans. I'm talking
about. It don't matter, bro.
I'm talking about a motherfucking big ass, stupid ass gorilla that can lift up 18,000 pounds worth of force, bro. Worth of weight.
Gorillas not killers like that, though, bro.
Shit, they will be if they need to be.
They not, bro. Like if you said a lion or bear, yes, because they gotta kill every day just to eat. Gorillas don't kill to eat.
The gorillas ain't trying to kill you. They gonna just severely hurt you. You're not even gonna be able to fight no more. It's over.
Bruh,
fuck a kill.
I'm telling you,
lions gonna focus on trying to kill you, biting you and eating you. These niggas is beating you the fuck up. It's over, bro.
Bro, by that 7th wave, we got that gorilla like humping.
Nah, bro.
And you get that you know what I'm saying, Marine who knows some stuff. And I'm telling you, bro, if they could blind it, if by that fourth wave they blind it and it can't see, B, come on now, man.
How you gonna blind the motherfucker?
You gouge the eyes. Or you spit at it and throw it off balance and you gouge the eyes. It's easy to gouge somebody. Or you poke them in the eyes. It's easy to blind somebody, bro. So by the fourth wave, the gorilla blind and can't see where it's going. We don't got a chance.
Bro, y'all gonna have to come up with some.
Come on.
Y'all gonna have to get to the nigga eyes first.
I'm not saying 100 cats from the hood who run fades all day. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying trained assassins, bro, who got a plan, got recall, and they run in there ready
y'all
to
hear this shit, bro?
Come on, man.
Y'all hear this shit, bro? Come on, bro.
Bro, if
it's
you
not
get the right guys, man, it makes sense, man. This is just all fun at the end of the day.
Nah, it's a fun subject, bro.
Bro, who came up with this shit, though?
I have no clue, bro.
Yeah.
This shit been running like for about a week now. I'm like, bro, this shit crazy, dog.
Bro, I'm telling you.
They did the little AI breakdown, bro. First wave, nigga crushed it. First nigga got crushed in half. I said, God damn. That's gonna send a shock through all the niggas' body. Niggas gonna be like, damn.
If it's 10
I ain't
cats,
no nigga could crush
bro,
a nigga.
If it's 10 cats and y'all watch the gorilla crush me and y'all don't do nothing.
Bro, it's over, bro.
We
First
ain't got
nigga
the
that get crushed, they leaving. Everybody leaving. It's over. I know that he has the ability to crush me in half with his bare arms.
Bruh.
It's over, bro. Ain't nobody coming back from that shit.
I don't think so, dog.
Shit.
I'm telling you,
Them niggas
bro.
gonna be on
bro,
having
Marines,
fucking PCP.
Marines are for country. They for the mission, bro. They not like they are. They don't know nothing better. Or a CIA agent, a CIA assassin. This what they do, bro. They kill for money. They kill for a living.
Yeah, humans.
Humans, bro. The gorillas related to us, bro.
How you go out there with a gorilla, niggas?
I ain't going, bro. I'm filming, bro.
Yeah, that nigga gonna come right for you,
I'm
too.
filming, bro.
So you wanna film?
I'm filming, bro.
Get this camera out here, you too, nigga.
Man, that's
yeah,
funny
no, this shit interesting, though, bro. I just can't see it. I'm in that wave of people where I can't see it, bro.
I'm saying if you get the right guys who come up with a plan and they strategic.
But that's the thing. Who is the right people to get?
Marines, bro.
Them niggas got too much pride, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Them niggas got too much pride. They're not gonna go out there and die for nothing, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying so
that's what I'm saying, bro.
So if our president said this is a matter of national security, it's a guerrilla going ham at the White House, in front of the White House, and we ain't got no guns. And we gotta escort this, and we need our best 100 soldiers to come get this dude. Some Marines gonna take their pride and be like, okay, this is for country, and we got to get dude up out of here. I'm telling you,
it's over, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's over.
Man, so we gonna end it, bro. Did you ever see? Did you get to see Sinners?
Yes, I did. I went to go see it yesterday.
Before I show you the cut, man, let me give me your perspective. We ain't gonna stay on this.
I liked it. I don't think it's the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Or best movie that's been out in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better. My favorite movie is Django. I don't think it's better.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
To me.
Facts,
So,
facts.
no, I enjoyed it, bro. I enjoyed the music aspect of it.
Yeah, the music was hard, bro.
You know what I mean? I like how it correlated the past with the present and the future.
Yeah, that part was cool.
That was cold. Like a lot of the music was dope. I liked the acting. The acting was on point.
Yeah.
I didn't know how Michael B was gonna be in this role. I think he took a leap of faith with this one, and he did a really good job.
He did.
He played two different characters at once.
You knew it was two different people too.
So
bro.
that's what made it really dope. So I think Michael B really killed this. Yeah. Obviously, anything Coogler do or put his hands on, I gotta go see.
Yeah,
because he's a genius when it comes to film.
Yeah.
He's not only just a director. He's like a film major. Like he knows how to the right shots, the right lighting and all that shit. Like that's what he do. So from a artistic level and just looking at it from a cinematic level, it was a beautiful film.
Yeah.
And the storyline it took a while to kind of get going.
Yeah, they set it up slow.
It was very slow. But the message was it's the thing is with that I've been watching a lot a lot of reviews and trying to see different perspectives on how people viewed the movie and what they took from it.
Yeah.
And that's interesting too as well. Just seeing that it was different messages and different hidden messages in the movie. Mm-hmm. So that's what made it dope. It's definitely a movie that you definitely want to go see again.
Did you stay for the post credit?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
cool,
I looked at the post credits and it was dope. It was
Yeah.
a dope movie for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was definitely a movie I want to go see again because I want to see like some stuff that I missed. Mm-hmm. And you know, kind of go from there. How you feel? You see it?
Yeah, I saw it, man. It was cool, man. It was we wasn't disappointed. Okay. It was a movie we said, well, okay, you know, that was worth the money. It was cool. It was a longer movie, but it didn't seem as long as what it really was.
It wasn't. It was 2.5 hours, but it wasn't. It didn't feel like a long 2.5 hours. It was like I felt like everybody was so into the story, trying to figure out what was going to happen next. Yeah. That's what made it not such a long film.
Yeah, I'm going to just say this. I ain't going to give it away, man. Shout out to Delta Slim, man. Old school.
For sure. Nah, you know,
old school cat, man.
He always kill. I always forget his name off bat.
I think it's Delroy. You know he not even from here.
He from like London or some shit. Bro, he don't get the credit or recognition that he deserved, bro. He is
that was probably my favorite character.
One of the best actors, like one of the best character actors out there.
Yeah.
Like, he is super dope. If you ever seen The Five Bloods or the Five, I think it was The Five Bloods.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
Yep.
That's probably one of his best movies ever, bro. Like that dude is a fire actor. Like he don't get the credit that he deserves. You know, obviously he ain't like world renowned like Denzel or anything like that. But on screen,
you can put him in that class.
He gonna hold his own with Denzel.
You can put him in that class.
When they was in Malcolm X, he killed Malcolm X. He was in Malcolm X. He played the Jamaican.
Yeah.
So he could definitely hold his own. He one of the best actors to me of all time, especially one of the best black actors.
That's facts.
For sure. So, for sure, man.
And one more shout out, man. They talk about black queens and all that. Shout out to Buddy Wife, man. What was it? Smokers. Which one? His wife did like Hoodoo.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to her.
She's not from here
from
either.
London too,
she's from London
Shout
too.
out to her.
She did a really good job. She killed it too. Yeah, for sure. That was I know she's in some other things, but that was my first time seeing her act. No, she killed it, bro. Because there's a lot of women that practice that and are religious in that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
we ain't with that over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Hey, it's a movie at the end of the day.
It's a movie and it's a thing, especially like in Africa. You can go deep into it. You know, I don't really want to go too deep into it, but it's definitely she nailed the role because
she did her thing, bro.
I know people that I don't know people personally, but I know that that's a very, very important like thing that's practiced within not only black people, just people in general. Yeah. You know, but you know, no, she killed the role. She killed the role for sure.
Man. All of them, they did a good job, man. So if you go see it, know it's a movie. It's not real. It's entertainment. I've been watching reviews saying, "Oh, it's this." Like, man, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. At the end of the day, man. You got
a lot of people like, you know, obviously, you know, everybody. You have your religion or you have what you believe in, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, like you said, it's just a movie. It's entertainment. We all got to be entertained in some form or fashion.
So it's outside. Yeah. We going to be all right.
Yeah, bro. We good. But,
man, I got to say the best for last, man. I've been trying to hold off, man. Go ahead, brother.
As always.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the best. This is the best part. I've been sneaking it, you know what I'm saying? Just not even trying. I know it's come with it, bro. But, of course, as always, that's all I got to do. Man. I don't even look at the mirror too much. I just, boom, bat, press it, because I already know.
But come on, man. It's my guy. Been faithfully coming to me for,
for a minute, dog. For a minute. And
what, 4 years?
Yeah.
4?
I think I've been 3 or 4 years.
We've been here 5, so it had to be 4.
So it's probably around like 3 or 4. Yeah. And, man, I could truly say, bro, you've grown so much as in your craft, bro.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man.
I'm gonna keep it a beam, bro. This one of the best in the city, bro. And I ain't just saying that because he cut my hair. And obviously he do his thing when he
Trying-
cut my hair,
trying
but
to have a brother blush,
this
man.
this
Come on,
this
man.
this guy is definitely one of
Yeah.
the best. Not only just the best barbers, just one of the best dudes in the city, man. Solid cat, man. You know what I mean? He really somebody that you want to look up to as a family man, as a man. Period. You know what I'm saying? So always got to come chop it up with my guy. Always got to come catch some good vibes from my guy. You know what I'm saying? I need it for the soul. So this is my guy, 100 grand.
Man.
100%.
Mic drop moment. And I'm going to just say this, man. Don't get me wrong. We got motion with Cut Talk. But you can't never say Cut Talk without mentioning Brandon, Marcus.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say it, Keandre.
Absolutely.
And Dez. And I
Absolutely.
ain't never going to forget that. Maybe one day we got the basement full again. Who knows?
It's gonna come, bro.
But
it's gonna,
at the end of the
it's gonna
day,
come.
man, I never not say y'all names when it come to that.
100.
So that's what it is. I got my man Crispy. I'm gonna let him get on his way and let him
always.
enjoy the rest of the day.
For sure.
Edit this up. Guess who I did today? I did another Cut Talk today.
Damn.
Chris Hortman.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Shout outs to my man. Hey, shout outs to my man Chris Hortman, bro.
Yeah, man. I got him in the gym.
That's my man, 100 grand, bro.
Yeah.
One of the best hoopers. One of the best hoopers undercover.
I
Don't
said
even
Milwaukee
like
best
listen.
kept secret, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good cat too, man.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Chris. For sure. Definitely gotta check that out.
Yeah.
100%,
So that's
for sure.
probably gonna be out maybe tonight.
Okay.
So we'll
okay.
see, man. But yeah, man, that's Cut Talk. We able to reminisce, bring my guy back, man. Be Smooth in the building, man.
As always, man.
We out, sir.
Signing off.